You're listening to Flawda Girls Diaries, Episode 7. They say this story comes from the pages of a Flawda Girl's diary. It may be a girl I know. Maybe she's me. Maybe she ain't. Is it true? Almost entirely. Sunday, July 18th, 1999, 5:38 p.m. Do you think they eat those possums? I asked my big cousin Tape. He told me not to worry about it. Just ring the bell at the gate to let Tootsie know you want to buy some candy. If you see one of them possums in a cage by the door, just look the other way. With a crinkled dollar, I shook the bell at the rusted gate. Tootsie yelled from a doorway I couldn't see, "Come on in." The grass was so high, I feared a snake might jump out and bite me. I hovered around the corner. "Hello? Hello? Hello?" I don't know why I was so nervous. I'd been there before, just never alone, and never since she let that man move in. I remember when the Candy Ladies was the place I was most excited to visit after church. But ever since she got herself a boyfriend, things have gotten strange. "Come on, girl, hurry up," she yelled to me through her dusty window screen. I looked back at Tape, and he just used his hands to signal for me to keep going. I moved closer and closer to the front door, still moving slowly, and then I heard a hissing noise. Resting by the front door was a caged possum. Tape told me to look the other way, but I just couldn't take my eyes off that poor animal. He was fighting and biting for a way through. "Come on now, don't mind that thing, get in here." I ran past the cage straight to the door, and a tall man with a large, greasy-peasy gut stood. He pulled open the squeaky screen door and said, "Hey there, pretty girl." His shirt was too small and his pants sagged low enough to see his butt crack as he turned and led me in. I entered the home and the smell of something freshly dead hit my nose like a brick. Ugh, why was she the only candy lady in town? This place used to be sparkling clean and smelled like magnolia till she got a man. He escorted me to the kitchen. A large boiling pot sat on the stove, and animal guts and a butcher knife rested on the counter. My first thought from the smell was chitlins, but it smelled far worse. Tootsie sat near the table full of candy, dressed in a sexy costume covered by a robe. She looked like a Halloween video vixen. "Hey, baby, where's your little cousin, Tape? He stole some Laffy Taffys from me last time. I'ma kick his narrow ass if I see him in them streets." "I'll give you whatever you want, long as you don't give him none." I asked for 6 Laffy Taffys, 6 Now and Laters, 2 red quarter juices, and 2 pickles. Then 1 pig's feet, 1 hot sausage, and 1 deviled egg for cuz. I don't eat meat no more cause I think it's sad that we kill innocent animals and put them in jars. It's cruel. But I got it for cuz, since he still loves to eat that stuff. She don't gotta know. The possum on the porch started crying, scratching, and clawing again. She gathered my order as she said, "Daddy, can you handle that for me? Then meet me in the bedroom." He was a sloppy mess, and she could honestly do better. But I guess we all need love. He walked out the door, grabbed the caged possum, and carried it to the backyard. I watched him closely. What was he going to do with it? She handed me my candy and told me to stop wandering my eyes around her house. She told me I was filling out and needed to stay off the street corner eating candy and playing kickball with boys. She then told me that I needed to keep my legs closed. She saw me kicking the ball with a skirt on and said, "That ain't cute, honey. You need to hang out with girls." She never used to talk to me like that. But ever since she let this man move in her house, she's always trying to give me advice on how to be a proper girl. She said, "You ain't gonna be able to get a man trying to be like one. Go play with Barbies and learn how to be a Disney princess." I wonder if that's what she's trying to do by letting this man put innocent caged animals in her yard and leaving their guts in her kitchen. 'Cause if it is, I don't want to end up like her. I don't even care about boys right now. Nana told me I got plenty of time to think about boys, and all the boys I know are dumb, and this man she's got ain't no different. I just want to get good grades and be a veterinarian. I love animals. I play with the boys 'cause it's more fun than playing with girls. The girls are boring. Who wants to make up fake conversations with dolls in a fake dollhouse? I want to be outside, running, skipping, and yelling, not stuck in my bedroom changing outfits every 5 minutes. Tape and I walked home, sucking on now and laters and cracking up at the story I told him about what was going on in that house. His jaw dropped when I told him that I thought they were chopping up the possums and eating them for dinner, but he ain't believe me. He said I need to stop talking about it or he's gonna hate buying candy from her. She's the only candy lady we've ever known. He told me I care too much about those animals and that people eat animals all the time. It's normal. I'm used to people eating chickens and pigs, not roadkill. I just can't stop thinking about it. Why was he taking the possum to the backyard? Was he gonna chop it up and put it in jars? I joked with Tape that he's probably eating possum's feet, not pig's feet. He ain't care. He just kept eating and said, "Well, this possum sure is good." Boys are gross. Sunday, August 1st, 1999, 6:08 p.m. After church, me and Cuz stopped by Tootsie's again to get snacks for the week. I was so hungry I forgot about the possum until we got to the gate. Once again, Tape was afraid to go in. I asked him why he stole candy from her. We had plenty of change. He said, "I ain't stole nothing. That man lied on me." He thinks that man is out to get him 'cause he be getting fresh with Tootsie. Tape is kinda cute, but we're kids. Why would we threaten a grown man? I shook the bell at the gate twice, but no one answered. The car was in the driveway, so I entered. I walked up, and the man spoke through the dusty window this time. "Hey there, pretty girl. Coming for candy?" I looked down at the cage, and this time I saw a white rabbit with pink eyes. It was so cute and innocent looking, but filthy and afraid. It was shaking and had blood on its foot. Made me think of the pet bunny I used to have. He got loose and ran away. I used to see him running through our neighbors' yards and eating grass on my way to school in the mornings. But lately, I ain't had no sight of him. His name was Thumper. "Hey, your bunny's foot is bleeding. Ain't you gonna help it?" I asked. He said, "Sure, be all right. Come on inside. I'll give you something extra." Nana always taught me to be careful being alone around men I don't know. "Where's Tootsie?" I asked. He said she went to Costco to stack up on more candy. He said he could help me. I asked him, "Can you take my order from outside?" He said, "You scared? I don't bite. Come on in." Nervously, I took a few steps back. He said, all right. Then took my order and brought it outside to me in a clear sandwich bag. I gave him the money and slowly walked away. He came up behind me and I got really nervous. Was he gonna grab me and pull me inside? He seemed like the type. But nope. Instead, he grabbed the caged bunny and headed to the backyard. I stopped and watched him. "What are you gonna do with her?" I asked. He said, Oh, nothing yet. We just gonna feed her and get her real fat for Easter. I ran and told Cuz we needed to go back there tonight to save the white bunny. He yelled, "Are you crazy? We can't break into their yard. We could get arrested." I cried real tears because I ain't know what else to do. I whimpered, "What if it was Thumper?" He ain't care about Thumper, but I knew my tears might do the trick. Once snot started falling, he gave in and said he'd go, but only as the lookout. That's it. Oh, and I had to give him my candy for this week. Monday, August 2nd, 1999, 12:18 a.m. Me and Cuz snuck out of the house while Nana was asleep. She's always out by 9:30, but we left at 10 to be sure she was snoring loud and well. That's how you know she's out for the count. We had a weak flashlight, so we stayed along the dirt road since it had a few streetlights between our house and Tootsie's. We reached the backyard fence to Tootsie's and the grass was as tall as we were. Cuz said right away, "I ain't going no further. You on your own." I stood there, facing what could be the death of me, but I had to save that bunny before it was too late. I've seen people with rabbits' feet on their keychains and all, so I know folks be eating them. I prayed to God that he would lead me to the gate safely, and then I took a leap of faith and ran as fast as I could, like I do when I gotta go to the bathroom late at night and it's dark and I'm afraid. I sprinted through the grass, hoping nothing would pull me under, and I was lucky to find a slit in the gate. I entered using my dim flashlight to see my way through. Then I felt something bouncing on my head. I was startled into shock, and I almost screamed until a banana fell to the ground. I looked up, and a banana tree dangled fresh fruit above me. I looked around and found a beautiful garden of fruits, herbs, peppers, and grasshoppers chewing away at collards. I knew what they were, 'cause Nana had a small garden of her own. Then I saw two blinking eyes looking at me. I stepped back in case I needed to run for it, but then a black cat stepped out. He was resting under a large chicken coop with 6 chickens sleeping inside. That's when the motion lights came on and my heart dropped. I knew I was running out of time. Looking up and around me, I couldn't believe my eyes. There weren't just chickens in a coop. Another coop had 4 possums, one had 3 raccoons, one had a sleeping gator, and the last one had rabbits. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 rabbits. And guess what? Thumper was one of them. Tears rolled down my eyes. How could they steal my bunny and cage him? I asked myself, what are they gonna do with him? But I already knew. They were gonna eat them for supper. These people were animals themselves, keeping a zoo in their own backyard. But it wasn't a petting zoo. It was a farm, and they intended to season the bunnies and cook them with their herbs and collards. I only had one option left. I couldn't save the possums and raccoons because I was just too scared to go near them. But I knew bunnies were good, like the Easter bunny. I knew God, if anyone, would understand what I was about to do next. I owe my cousin a million Laffy Taffys because he helped me make 3 trips to carry all 11 of them back home. And we ain't get caught. At least not yet. I don't know if Tootsie or the man will ever figure us out, but I know I did the right thing. The only problem I have now is where to put all these rabbits. I'm most happy that Thumper is back home. I let him roam the house 'cause Nana already knows about him. She'll be surprised when she sees him. But I don't know how long I can keep the rest of them in the attic before Nana finds out. Cuz promised not to tell, but he won't help me feed 'em and clean up after 'em. We only go up there for the holidays to grab the Christmas tree, so I've got some time to figure it out. I can't just set 'em free. They'll just get caught, cooked, and eaten by Tootsie and her strange lover. Maybe I can sell 'em to folks round town who'll love 'em for real and give 'em a safe place to sleep. Then maybe I can use the money to start my own candy store. I'd be a much better candy lady for sure. Thank you for listening to an almost entirely untrue short story from Flawda Girls Diaries.